imagine a situation. A salesperson comes to a client, they talk, and at one point, it turns out that the product costs $100,000. So compare two reactions by the client. The first one, $100,000, that's a lot of money. Second one, $100,000, that's a lot of money. So the words are exactly the same, but is the message the same? Most people can recognize that it's vastly different. And where did this difference come from? It came from the emotional layer of communication that we all too often ignore. And we just focus on the logic of things without seeing the bigger picture. And even when some people understand that it's important and they're trying to look into it, they're kind of overwhelmed and confused because there's so many people and there's such a wide range of emotions. So how do you really read into it? How do you know you really understand? How do you work with it? And this is exactly what this EQ workshop is dedicated to. The first part is exactly this. We call it diagnostics. The ability to look into other people's behavior and understand where they're coming from. So it gives you a much deeper situational awareness. And the beautiful thing is that we focus on the voice and the tonality, so it works equally well in a real-life conversation and on the phone where you can't really see the other person's body language and the facial expressions. And the second part is what we call self-management or emotional regulation. Because the thing is, when you're speaking to other people, you also show a particular emotion attached to what you're saying. There's always a certain attitude present. The question is, are we aware of that attitude? Is it helping us, or is it creating barriers and distrust and obstacles on the way of reaching agreements with other people and building relationships with them? So we're going to be working on becoming more aware and having a higher level of control of what you do with your emotions, so you can actually create a deliberate alignment between what you're saying and how you're saying it and how it's perceived. So your messages become a lot more powerful and create a bigger impact on other people. One thing that's important to understand about this class is that it's not a lecture or a presentation. It's an interactive, practical workshop where every one member of the small group we're going to be working with will actually practice with those things and will receive individual feedback so they can really improve and bring those skills to life and work to actually get better and become more successful in what they're doing. And emotional intelligence is the kind of thing which can be very, you can explore it to a very limited degree intellectually. It needs to be explored experientially. So enough reading about emotional intelligence and talking about it. Come and explore, practice, and see what it means for you, how it applies to you, and what you can do to become more influential in your conversations, and how you can gain a higher level of personal power through growing your emotional intelligence, which is a trainable skill. And it's a lot of fun too. So come and get the full experience. Come and join us.